Today, we pulled the red bike out of hibernation. It's been sitting for a while. We put a new chain on it. So we're gonna see how she rides now. So I got the red bike, or not the red bike, the black bike, the Mega Moto, the hunk, and the Coleman with a Predator on it. So we're gonna ride them, see how they do. Red bike, the air filter broke, and I have a Briggs gas tank with the mount on it to put an air filter on it, but it won't fit on this. So we're gonna have Slim Shady get on it and ride it. Last video I got this hunk kind of running a little bit better, but figured out now it's not. But the tire is busted. It's got a hole in it somewhere, so you got to air it up every now and again. What else with? Oh, also the chain comes off because, as you can see, it is on the tire. So when the tire's flat, it pushes it out. Move the chain off. I was gonna tighten it up, but I ain't got a long tin, a deep wheel tin to get on there, so I ain't really worried about it. I really don't care about this bike. All I care about is the motor, which motor runs slow. But that's because of the gearing. So other than that, I think it's okay. It runs good, like solid 10. Haven't got a video of that riding it, so we'll get him on it too. All right, start her back up. All right, it's cold, so you're gonna have to start it up. All right, B's on the throttle. There we go. Everyone grab their NASA suits because this thing's fast. It's like 20-something degrees outside, so what I got ain't really jetted for this weather. So they're kind of a booger to get started. But here he goes, he's flying by. That's full throttle. That's full throttle right there. Like, I'm even surprised it started. Well, here he comes, hold on. I was thinking about putting a set of ape hangers on it, you know, just to complete the look, but I'm not spending no money on this thing. The most I'm spending on it is something goes wrong with the motor. Tires I don't even care about. I ain't gonna replace the back one. But I'm surprised this one started up because it ain't got an air filter on it, and about 2 weeks ago it rained. Got water all up in there. But it starts. That thing, it's not jetted for this weather. So I'm surprised it even starts and runs. This thing, it's got a stage 1 kit on it, but I'm pretty sure it ain't got the filter on it because if you the jet, because if you hammer down on it, it dies. And this bike, it's completely stock, so it's okay. You want to fire this thing up and ride it? Mm-hmm. This one should be easy to start. I'm pretty sure I can start this myself. Hasn't been started all day. That works for me. Let it warm up a little bit. Here. As you can hear, that clutch is garbage. A couple of videos ago, I put that clutch on from Amazon. It was like a $20 clutch. Do yourself a favor, do not buy that because it shoots sparks and all that good stuff. And the engagement is really weird on it. So here he goes on this. Kind of slow. Well, it's pretty fast, but it's really quiet, so it's weird. Was that chain skipping? It sounded like a little bit, but it'll be okay. All right, shut her off. So a couple complaints I have with this bike is these brakes. If you have a Mega Moto, you know you get 1 to 2 good stops out of it. Not only that, but it probably don't help that mine's broke. But I think this is the only machine I got that has brakes. Or that the chopper has brakes, but it sucks. They suck. So the Doodle Bug, I'm pretty sure they have a hydro brake with fluid that will mount right to these brackets that I might get, and I'll just have a reservoir up here. But anything's better than these, really. I think your feet's better than them. So yeah, I'm just surprised all these ran, especially this one. This one's really finicky about running half the time. But I want to see what year this Predator is. I was told it was new. It is a 2019. So that's pretty new. Let's go see what it is on the chopper. The chopper, it's a 2021, which I knew that because of the newer style kill switch and the newer style pull start. But we'll look at this one. I do believe it is a 2019. Whose dog is that? Oh. I traded a 5-horse Briggs Raptor with a little bit done to it. It didn't run, it had a stuck valve. But this one, when I got it, it didn't run either. They took the cam and crank out to remove the governor. And when they did that, the push rods fell out. But except for doing it all right, taking the valve cover off, putting them back down in there, they just shoved it back up there. And I do believe both push rods was off the lifters. And it wasn't opening and closing the valves, and it was really hard to pull over. But I put the push rods back on there, and I put the carburetor on because the carburetor came with, it was horrible. And I started up, it started first or second pull. So these Predator engines are real reliable. I've been looking at the Wildcat. They're basically, what I've read, they're a Predator, but they are kind of a stroker, the stroke on the crank. So if I'm not mistaken, you could take the crank and all that from the Wildcat, put it in a Predator, and it's kind of, you have a stroker Predator. I don't know. That's what I read. Might not be right. But as far as this bike goes, I'm basically living it the way it is. This bike, I might ditch the frame, ditch the frame, get a different frame. I got another Mega Moto frame that needs everything but the frame. So I might get all that, but and put that non-Hemi on on the frame like this. As far as this bike goes, might get a stage 1 kit. Only thing I'm worried about is there's not much room up in there, so that might hit and might not be able to fit a air filter in there. As far as exhaust goes, it's going to be a little weird one. It'd have to come around perfectly and come out here. This bike, it's my brother's bike. I put the Predator on it about a month or two ago. He's thinking about getting a stage 1 kit, but I'm gonna tell him no because he likes to ride in the mud and rain. So we're just gonna keep the stock airbox on. Yeah, that's really it. I just wanted to see if they started up. It looks like they started up and ran. I knew the red one ran. I was riding it, chain came off. I tried to get it because when it comes off in here, it'll come off in here. You can see where it's kind of ate up the sprocket a little bit. You can't get it out. When you get it out, you bend the chain, mess up the chain. So we just fixed that. We put a new chain on it. Real easy. Took 15 minutes because the first chain we cut, it broke for some reason. But yeah, they all run good except for this hunk chain, which, how many times it came off today? 1 or 2?
About twice.
Still not bad. It's tight, but a while ago it was loose. It might be good, it might not. So I don't know. I don't ride it much. I like to think that I'm on a chopper pulling out of cars and coffee on it, because it sounds like a Harley too, kinda, a little bit in person. But I don't know. I think I got the skin on the trade as far as looks go and runnability. Who wants a bike that goes 5 miles an hour?
All right.
Nobody, unless you're a kid. But I wouldn't put a kid on this thing. I won't put my brother on it.
No.
The way it rides is so weird. You have to. The rear tire is the biggest part, because you have to go straight. You have to sit up straight, and if you don't, you have to lean over lopsided. It's just a big.
You turn left, the chain just comes off.
Yeah, if you turn left, because it puts pressure on the sidewall and it pushes out it, and it just pops the chain off. So, and this front tire, it looks cool from the road, which is about, I don't know, 50 yards away. But other than that, I mean, if you drove past it, you'd be, man, that's cool. It's not. But I have this one up for sale. I'm not going to sell it because I got it out today. I might just do a couple little things here and there. One of them is the side cover, the blower housing. It's broke. It hits the fan if you tip it over. Get a new pull start. Air filter. I'm going to run a kill switch to the handlebars. There's one more thing. I forgot. And that's it for that bike, really. Get a new rear tire. I like doing burnouts, so that one's burnt out. And, well, that's basically it for this video. I've been looking on this Gravedigger, looking over it, and I don't think it's going to be worth the 4 mile an hour it goes. No, I can't sit in it without extending it. And, yeah, it's just not worth the money. So, probably throw this in the scrap pile, take it off to the dump, because it's taking up room. It looks hideous sitting here. So, why put money in this when I can put money in these bikes? But that's it. So, y'all let me know if y'all like this video, and I'll see you on the next one.